The Bible says all of your firstborn belong to God and strictly God. What they don't tell you, or rather the Bible, is why your firstborn strictly belongs to God.
This user is the Christian's Deck on Instagram. His take on this, I think it's very interesting. However, the Bible does actually explain why the firstborns of the animals and the people of the Israelites belong to God. Back in Exodus, when the plagues were being cast out on Egypt, the very last plague, the 10th plague, was the killing of the firstborn of everybody in the land. The only thing that was passed over were the Israelites because they put the blood of the lamb over the door. Exodus 13:14 says, "And when a time comes that your son asks you, 'What does this mean?' you shall say to him, 'By a strong hand the Lord brought you out of Egypt, from the house of slavery. For when Pharaoh stubbornly refused to let us go, the Lord killed all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both firstborn man and firstborn animals. Therefore I sacrifice to the Lord all the males that first opened the womb, but all the firstborns of my sons I redeem." Then more in Numbers 3, "For all the firstborns are mine. On the day I struck down all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, I consecrated for my own all the firstborn in Israel, both of man and of beast. They shall be mine. I am the Lord." The answers are all there. You just have to kind of read through the whole thing. Sometimes it takes us multiple times to read it and to understand. God, it does explain why the firstborn belong to God. Even so, as you know, with lots of different stories in the Bible, sometimes the firstborn gets bypassed and it's the secondborn or the thirdborn or the youngest, perceived weakest, that gets the blessing or gets to shine in the situation. So while the firstborn is consecrated to God, the firstborn is not always the most special. I hope that helps, and I hope everybody just reads it for themselves so they can see and not trust me because I'm a stranger on the internet.